In the struggles for community development, most of the heroes are people from the neighborhoods. Once again, some of them will be recognized in the annual fundraiser for the city's anti-poverty agency, ABCD. To tell us about this year's event on November 9th and some of those being honored is ABCD's president and CEO, John Drew. Thank you very much for being with us, John.
Well, thank you for having me.
We'll talk about what that is. What does it mean to be a community hero?
Well, starting 45 years ago, I was there. We said, ABCD is all about community and participation, all about people in the communities being built. And the only way you build your communities is by helping each other at the neighborhood level with help. So we have a lot of community boards, and the idea was let's give some recognition to the people who don't get paid, but are there all the time to volunteer. And they're an integral part of the community, in so many different ways, all the way from being there to give out the food, to being on a board, to starting new things. It really is what we're about. So we started recognizing every neighborhood, and maybe somebody who does youth and some elders, and we asked them, the groups, to nominate. We don't pick them. And every year we get this great crop of people. This year in here is the fire commissioner. The fire commissioner, because he worked with our youth in the summer. He did a great job.
What did he do?
Well, they came in, they learned, part of our program was how to be a fireman, how do you do things, the learning. They did a little bit of working with the fire people. So, what we want to do is reach down through our summer program, for example, and our winter program, and get kids with hands-on, particularly with like police and first responders and EMTs. And by working with them, maybe in their head said, oh, maybe I can be a fireman. Now, Joe is just a great guy, as is the police commissioner, when it comes to things like that, because we were in the police academy last year. We also have a 103-year-old woman in here, 103, and she climbed up on the stage with me I think she beat me up the stage. And every day she comes out. So we have everything in between in every neighborhood. And that night, on Thursday night, we will honor them. But we're also going to try to give the community some idea of how much that people who actually support us in other ways. For example, Hall of Fame. We have a Hall of Fame and people who are deemed worthy of giving a lifetime achievement and whatever. And Senator Markey, who's just been so great for 35 years on our issues, time and time again. He'll be going into the Hall of Fame. Byron Rush, Representative Byron Rush. Maybe a name everybody doesn't know. Byron's been there for years. He's been doing civil rights. He's been doing so many great things. So they'll be enthralled. And we also have Keith Motley, because I wanted to have a chance to thank Keith for what he did at UMass Boston. And this will be a night that we can give a lifetime achievement.
And at Northeastern as well, he was very popular.
He's just a marvelous man, and I said, I know you're going on what they call it, a sabbatical, but are you going to be in town on the 9th? He said, yeah, please let us honor you. Then we have this young man, mayor of Stockton, California, and he thought it was going to be like a little bit of a keynote. He's coming across the country. People don't know him, but what we found out about him is he's the upcoming face. And he happens to be a Democrat, and he happens to be African American. He's going to be, I think, down the line, this man's going to make big steps, and he's going to come and join us and give us the Stockton. Stockton just did, how recently, they got a guaranteed annual income for everybody in town. I don't know how they're doing it. I'm going to find out. Maybe I could get the mayor of Boston to do the same thing. So, and we have Darlene Love, maybe not Noah, but I think she's wonderful, and the Spinners, and all of our awardees, and then we have a great audience. We're a mix of businesses and colleges and political people, and lots of our community people come and celebrate. So to me, it's another year to celebrate that ABCD in our mission to help over 100,000 people with so many collaborators and so many people that we couldn't do it alone, that we celebrate. And in the midst of maybe a lot of things to celebrate these days, we're celebrating people who give to other people in many, many ways, and help their lives, to help us. And I can't think of a better way to spend an evening.
This is BNN News, and we're talking with John Drew from ABCD. John, if you're going to help people, you need help from Washington, maybe more than anywhere else. And there's always room for concern here about what's going to happen with the next budget. What are you thinking about?
Well, I've been doing this for a long time, 47 years perhaps. I think that's my anniversary date, whatever. Probably closer to 50 when I was a head start. And we always are on tenterhooks. No federal government, Congress, and our president has actually had a full 12-month budget starting October 1st in a lot of years. Usually kick the can down the road. All right, this year they kicked it down to December 15th. Now, December 15th, the government shuts down again, or it doesn't. So far, we've had a little nick at our program, small nick, a little cut in our community programs so far. I'm not going to say it nice, because what we're going to have to do every day is open up our doors and help people because they come to see us. And I asked everybody else, you got any extra money? I'll take nickels and dimes, come to your house. We need money to do our job. But big money does come from Head Start and from the community service and from our field assistants. It's big money that we couldn't otherwise do a major job of 26,000 households get heating assistance and 2,500 children under 5 and thousands of services through our neighborhood. That's big money, and that comes from Washington. And so I have to try to read tea leaves now because I just don't know what's going to happen. And all the Democrats who happen to be our representative of what we do, but they're in the minority. So it's a tax bill that looks like a lot of money will go to the people at the top. We've got to fight over that when we have all kinds of things that are immigration, the young kids that came in with their parents, the fact that the government has to raise the debt ceiling. Then we have wars going on all over the place. And a president who I'm not sure he's on top of everything, let's put it that way. And he's going to sign the final bill that says after December 15th, this government will continue. So, that's what I have to sort of measure. So we're on austerity, but we're still helping. We're not hiring extra. We're going to try to keep boats in the water to see where this thing goes. But, this is the first year with him. And as you may have noticed, things don't always go up and down, they go sideways. So I don't know what's going to happen, except that we're going to be here. And if I get cut, I'll cut. We'll stay on the ground.
And in the meantime, you've got the event coming up on the 9th. So
Yep.
if people want some more details, what's the best way for them to do that?
Well, they can, let me see, ABCD, BostonABCD.com. Call us at 6348-6224. You'll find us. If you want to come, we'll be at the Copley Marriott, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock dinner. Please drop by.
Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
John Drew from ABCD. Up ahead, high school football with Pat Flaherty.